Welcome everybody, this is 8.2 scatter plots and line of best fit. Okay, we're going to go over scatter plots and constructing linear functions from that scatter plot and being able to interpret linear models, which is word problems. So line of best fit. So here we have 4 scatter plots and 4 lines. So we want to look at what is a line of best fit, right? There's a couple characteristics that you could use to find the line of best fit that you're going to create. One of them is it's a straight line that represents a trend in the scatter plot, right? So they're all straight lines, but which one best represents the scatter plot? Part 2 is should have half the points above and half points below the line, right? So we look at all these. This is not really, should be more like this, right? This doesn't really match. This good angle, but it's kind of low, right? Most of the points are above, a little bit are below. This one is the wrong angle. This one right here is a lot better. So it represents a trend line in a straight line, and then most of the points are half is above and then half is below, right? And you estimate as best as possible. For these ones, you do not have to be exact, right? So this would be the best trend line right here because it's going through the center, straight line, and most of the half the points are above, half are below. So that will be the best trend line. Okay, so when you create your best trend line or line of best fit, we're going to draw a straight line with half the points above and half the points below the line. Okay, so we're drawing a line. Let's see. Right about there. So that'll be our line of best fit. Then we're just going to estimate. Go up. There's a point, 520. All right, so this will be 520. That'll be one ordered pair. If we do our second order pair, let's do 2000. Go up right around there. And then we go across. That's going to intersect about 5. Right, so that's 2000 on the x-axis, 5 on the y. So we have our 2 points, 2005. Okay, so we just picked 2 points. Doesn't have to be the points that are given, but just 2 points on our line. Now we have our 2 points. Now we can find the rate of change using the slope equation. All right, so we have x1, y1, x2, y2. And we use our equation. So we got y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is 5. Subtract y1 is 20. x2 is 2000. Minus x1 is 500. And then 5 minus 20, negative 15. 2000 minus 500, 1500. And you can reduce that. And that's going to reduce to negative 1 over 100. And that's going to be our slope. All right, and then once we have our slope, we can solve for B method, right? Substitute your slope and one of your points, let's use the first one, into our slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. So our y value is 20. Our m value just found is negative 1 over 100. Our x value is 500 plus b. And we're going to solve for b. All right, so this is solve for b method. So we got 20 equals, so negative 1 over 100 times 500 is negative 500 over 100 plus b. So we get 20 equals negative 5 plus b. We're going to add 5 to both sides so we can solve for b. So we get 25 equals b. So once we know what our b is and our slope m, we can always write it in slope-intercept form. Right? So we always write it in slope-intercept form. So we have y equals our slope, negative 1 over 100, x, and our intercept is positive 25. So that'll be in slope-intercept form, and we're going to write it in function notation. It's going to be f of x, right? Our y just changes to f of x equals negative 1 over 100x plus 25. And this is our function notation. Okay, so the whole process is given scatter plot. We just draw a line right through it. find 2 points, use those 2 points to find our slope, and then use the slope and one of our points to solve for b method so we can write the equation. And for our next one, let's just set it up. So we have our scatter plot. We're just going to draw a line right through it and see where the middle is. Let's try it out. And half on the top, half on the bottom, right around there. That works out pretty good. And we can see we have 2 points that we're going to choose on our graph. And we try to pick 2 points that are farther away from each other. And here's one automatically already on our line. It kind of makes it easier. So -2, 5. Right, that's 1 point. Here's another point right there. It's already on our line. That made it easy for us. So we 2, -2. So those are our 2 points that we're going to use. Right, so -2, 5, and 2, -2. And then we do the same process. Find the slope, solve for b method, and then write the equation. You should get that answer using those 2 points.